It's Week 10 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see Drake London.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what something last week resolves itself this time around.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Give him another one right back to Allen. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Herbert back to the air. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching them try to take away that area of the field.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike.
And I believe that that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
Ritter will set up to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Ritter. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Crowd right. Go.
Here's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You talk about this Falcon defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
A handoff from Mitchell running left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The numbers last week for Mitchell. 15 carries, 63 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
And it Chargers shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's got his tight end McKinney right side complete.
first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5. And that will get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, there's not going to be the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have them pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first carry for Tyler Algier. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Let's go.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Falcons at 2-6 now on the year. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so try to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. I expect them to play really well here.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. But now he appears to be in some pain. More from L.A. in a moment. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Ritter. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Back to throw, Ritter. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now 2nd and 5.
Check pitch.
Ritter, he wants to change the play here. On 2nd, here's Algier. He will push his way down to about the 14. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take out extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Algier will try to pick it up. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tyler Algier His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Tyler Algier capping things off with a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Justin Herbert and the rest of the Charger offense set to take over once more. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side, take it in by McKinney. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. A good pickup there of 20 yards. To the air again, Herbert. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. Powering forward. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up.
Now there's room to roam.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Starting the drive with Algier. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Ritter off the play fake. And his throw here's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. That one deep for London.
It's knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Wide receiver Keenan Allen bringing out the rest of this offense.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. From the 50, here's Herbert.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Levi Wallace with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and...
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 2nd down in the yard. They'll stick with Algier.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
More from L.A. in a moment.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Algier.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
On 2nd down, Ritter.
This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Tyler Algier.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Right.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Ritter back to throw.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons.
Kyle Pitts.
67 yards.
And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Running left, here's Mitchell. Nifty move. And that's going to be good for the Chargers' first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Once again, it's Mitchell.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now it's Herbert. Touchdown! Trey McKinney with a second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Algier now up the middle, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Charger drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
The Falcons ready to take over.
Okay, ready?
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Second down throw coming for Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as he's up past the 45-yard line.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
More from L.A. in a moment. They'll give Algier out of the gun. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So first down, and they'll stick with Algier.
And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Algier going straight ahead.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Ritter to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Give to Algier from the shotgun.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff, so put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Ritter now. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
For the Chargers offense back out and ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
He's got McKinney complete to his tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
That one goes for 24 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They run over center with Mitchell. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Herbert. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Chargers have taken a 4th-quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So out come the Falcons now.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. First down, and they'll start with Algier.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Ritter.
Sliding out of the pocket.
That's brought in downfield by London.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
First catch here for London, and also a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Ready?
Now a handoff to Algier.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A very solid gain of 27.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
Here's Ritter. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Play action. It's Herbert. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Sanders' kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now 2nd and 4. Algier with another carry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Here comes 2nd down.
Ready.
On the give, it's Algier. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. On the give, Algier headed left. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Ritter looks to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. They run with Algier.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big. but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Falcons are going to win the game.